Welcome to Tuberchat. If you're on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So the first channel that we're looking at today is Ricky Life 365, who's actually fairly new to Tuberchat, and I've only been able to get through one video so far, but they actually dropped us a super chat yesterday and didn't have the opportunity to get their channel featured because they dropped that right after we finished. So I'm hoping that we can subscribe to this creator and get them moving a little bit farther than the 430 subscribers that they have right now. And I'll ask for a favor, especially from our moderators, if you hear some kind of an echo, because I've got things set up just the smallest bit differently here. Maybe I can plug something in and fix that. It's very distracting. And it looks like we're good to go. So thank you, everybody, for coming in. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I've got a few names on the wheel already. Ghostly Winds was here yesterday. They're a longtime friend of Tuberchat, and they just barely missed their chance to be on the wheel. So I've got them on there right now, along with Scratch and PPA in the pole position. He is a dedicated and beloved moderator, a shining jewel in the Tuberchat family, to say the least. One of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube in my almost 5 years. As well, Michael's Adventures is here today. He can't be with us every single day, but again, I speak of these two creators very similarly. Michael's Adventures is one of the most supportive creators that I've met, and he and Scratch and Pete both go way over and above when it comes to generosity and things that they do for other creators, and they live wholeheartedly by the idea of giving much more than they expect to receive. So I hope you'll connect with both of them. All of our moderators here are longtime friends of mine, and they all have channels of their own, so I hope you'll connect with them. I Am Betty J Gathers is on the wheel, along with Four Corners Custom Products, and then The Real Deal with Shonda also dropped a super chat on us, so we're going to make that channel the first one that we look at before I spin the wheel. Pittsburgh Artist Studio just came in. And they happen to be a member as well. So we're going to get them onto the wheel right away. We always do that with all the members. Thrill Seeks is monetized and is on the wheel as well. And hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat already. I'll do some more introductions in a quick second. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. So, again, Ricky Life 365 is new to the Tuberchat family. They've just been here a couple of times, but they did drop a super chat just as we ended the live stream yesterday, so I wanted to make them the first channel that we looked at today. We're going to look at The Real Deal with Shonda right now, and I'll do my introductions in a quick second. Inspire so many. Good to see you here. Mrs. Gigi is in the house as well. The Real Deal with Shonda happens to be a longtime friend of Tuberchat. They've actually been with us just about from the beginning. With over 1,000 subscribers now, they are well on their way towards 1,100. I'm hoping we can get them a little bit farther today. I'm just going to take your ring light box opening, and I'm going to take that video, add it into my catch-up list to make sure I stay caught up and don't fall too far behind. And The Real Deal with Shonda is an incredibly supportive creator when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams. Trying to support creators myself, I run into them regularly. I'm sure you will too, and enjoy some of that support after you connect with her. Dork Presso, good to see you here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. And Bella Talks SA, I think you're here for the first time too. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, but please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Charlie Grace is back with us, along with Dine with Sonia. Phase Yoda Phase King is another longtime friend of Tuberchat. Inga STV, it's always good to see you here. Philip Lemon, good to see you in the house so early. And Popping the Popcorn is Katie. She does movie reviews. We see her almost every day here in Tuberchat. So thank you, everybody, for coming in so early. We were just on 12 hours ago and are already back at it. So I hope everybody's ready to meet some friends and family members for your channel. The Real Deal with Shonda brings us pure variety on her channel. And like I said, she's been a very long-time friend of Tuberchat. So I hope everybody will connect with them. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get moving a little bit faster than we usually do today. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And if you have the ability to share, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that as well. So twice in a row, Scratch and PPA is the first channel chosen from the Wheel of Doom. That is very interesting. Might have to move Scratch and PPA's position. He's always at the top of the wheel when we get started. And let me, here, I didn't do this yesterday. I'm going to take this video, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list as well, because I missed his premiere and video, actually, from last week, which is rare, thank goodness, but I want to make up for that. So I've got that in my catch-up list to make sure that I don't let that go on too much longer. But tomorrow, it's already time for another premiere from Scratch and PPA. Daryl Seeks, thank you so much for the super chat. For that reason, we're going to make your channel the next one that we look at on the screen before I spin the wheel again. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's mentioned, just please be patient with me. I tend to fall behind, especially at the beginning. VMAX Show, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That is Vern's Junk Closet. For those of you who haven't already seen episode 100, 200, and 300, she joined me for a very different type of live stream here, which is an informative 2-hour discussion about YouTube tips, tricks, algorithm, and things of that nature. I hope you'll go check those out. And we are already halfway to 400. Today is episode number 350 again. As a side note, Vern, I'm hoping that we can talk at some point today if you have an opportunity. You're probably working today, but maybe even tonight so we can catch up. I've had a lot going on in the last week. Neon Vacation is a new member here, and we're going to get them onto the wheel right away. VMAX Show is actually a member. Vern, of course, is a member with her main account. Arsenic Element, good to see you here. And thank you for coming by, even if you're working, to say hello. I really do appreciate that. And if I have mentioned anything anybody meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow, and that should help me see it a little bit easier. So, Scratch and PPA is officially on the road to 1K, and I know everybody here in the Tuberchat family is very excited for Scratch and PPA. I can't say enough about the generosity of this creator and the things they do for others. You'll witness that yourself tomorrow if you can join us for his premiere. I should be able to catch it with no problem tomorrow. So I do have an alarm set on my phone, and it's that important to make sure that we catch this particular creator. When Scratch and PPA does a premiere, which is every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, you will see a live chat that runs faster than almost any you've ever seen before. And the reason why is because he's out supporting so many creators all the time. He seems to be everywhere, always. And for that reason, all of that support comes back to him within a 10 to 15 minute video every Tuesday that's premiered, all at once in a rush and flood of unbelievable support, energy, positivity, and things like that. So it is a lot of fun to be a part of, and I hope that you will join us. I've already got my reminder on. There's always a glitch here when a video is featured, but there, I've set another one. Thank you, Vern's Junk Closet, VMAX Show, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to put that channel up right after Thrill Seeks. Before I spin the wheel again, VMAX Show with the, actually you'll see the YouTube cheerleader there with the pom-poms. That is Vern's Junk Closet with a second channel, and what she brings here is a behind-the-scenes look at the creator behind both channels. She is my YouTube BFF. We have done many panels together, many discussions, many live streams, and on both of our channels. And I hope that you will check those out as well. Vern's Junk Closet and VMAX Show are a wealth of information, and she enjoys helping others in the exact same way that I like to do as well. So, Scratch and PPA has an interactive series of videos, and what that means is that you have the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. And it makes his series a lot of fun to be a part of, sets it apart, makes it unique, so I hope you'll check that out and take part in that. He is giving a great example of what can be done by using the outside social networks to bring extra fun and interactivity into your video series. And we have a new channel in the chat. Team Tyra, good to see you in the house. I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you, but thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Next up is Thrill Seeks, fully monetized with memberships and super chats available. They have got a lot of featured channels on their page. They're starting to build up some memberships as well, which is cool. I can see I'm behind with you again. So I'm going to take your bucket list coasters video, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit, make sure I don't fall too far behind. He's already got 1,230 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. The Stock Explorer is here with us for what I believe is every live stream. Nora, the Stock Explorer, and they are bringing us financial information both in the world of stocks and crypto. So let's see what we've got for content here on Thrill Seeks. More than anything else, you will see theme park and roller coaster footage. And this is great to see. With the couple of years we've all had, we haven't been able to get out to a lot of these places and witness them for ourselves. So it's nice that we have this. We can look through David's eyes and remember what it's like to enjoy these theme parks, roller coasters, and watch the fun that's had by so many people enjoying these rides. As well, you'll see a little bit of variety on this channel in unboxings or product reviews, maybe a random live stream, and a series where he allows and encourages people to connect in the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. The Zam fam, I'm not sure if I actually welcomed you into the chat, but I did put you on the wheel already. I saw you come in. And it's time to look at VMAX Show. So this, like I was talking about, is Vern's Junk Closet. We are now halfway towards episode 400 of Tuberchat, and for those of you who've been with us from the beginning, you already know that Vern's Junk Closet has joined me for episode 100, 200, and 300. We always want to do something very special to mark those milestones, and Vern joins me, and what we do is have a 2-hour discussion, much more of a deep dive than we can usually get into here in a Tuberchat live stream, about analytics, about tips, tricks for your channels and your videos. They're very informative. We take a lot of questions from the chat, and I hope you'll go back and watch all of those. Most of the information that you'll see in all 3 of those videos is still very relevant, as Tuberchat has only been here for just over a year and a half. Mia's Budgets, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Back Alley Stock Picks is here as well. They happen to be a member, but they have dropped a super chat, so thank you so much. Oh, there you're at Timmy's. Yes, I meant to keep my my Timmy's cup from the other day, and I did not. But I did make sure that I had something hot chocolate from Timmy's from Back Alley Stock Picks, and thank you for that. And yeah, keep it away from the keyboard. I think they're reminding me that I destroyed one of my keyboards the other day. I spilled a drink right through it, and you can imagine, you spill a drink into your keyboard, and then when you pick it up and try to like drain it out, it just runs all the way through it, and all the keys are just destroyed now. When I type one thing, 3 other things happen. it seems, and this and that. So that was fun. But thank you for that, Back Alley Stock Picks. TWTTV, good to see you in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. VMAX Show is where we get a behind-the-scenes look at the YouTube cheerleader, which is Vern's Junk Closet. But I'm going to show you her channel. We're actually due right now, overdue, to be getting together. We've talked about it already. We expect to do a live stream together on either her channel or my own, where we will talk about misconceptions of YouTube and some of the things that we might expect when we start our YouTube channels and the realities that come along behind those. And those are the kind of things we get to do together and talk very intensely about different tips, tricks, the algorithm, and the behind-the-scenes look at YouTube, what it's like to be a creator, what it's like to make videos, and deal with all the things that we deal with as well. On Vern's Junk Closet's channel, she is a wealth of information when it comes to YouTube, and we are YouTube BFFs. You'll hear us both say that often. And she enjoys helping creators. This is what drew me to her in the first place. When I was first introduced to the small YouTuber community, Vern's Junk Closet was inspirational in the idea behind Tuberchat because of the generosity that I saw in her and the willingness to help others. And then, you know, this is one of the many creators that when I had said I'm going to start another growth stream, I'm going to do what you guys do, they didn't say, no, don't compete with us, don't do that, go do something else. They said, no, we'll help you build it. And that really, I think, speaks volumes about both Vern and the community surrounding her. So I hope you'll connect with her. Let me just see. I'm probably very behind with your videos right now. So you've been doing a lot of live streaming lately. So I'm going to take your latest one, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list, and that will allow me to get caught up and make sure I don't fall too far behind. I'm just going to take a moment to show everybody what on earth I'm talking about. When you look at Tuberchat and our homepage, when you are already subscribed, you'll see the episode 100, 200, and 300, but I'm going to just skip down and try to find one right now because 400 will be coming up in just a few months, probably right around the same time as our 2nd year anniversary. There's a look at episode 300 where Vern's Junk Closet and I are talking and taking questions from the chat. It's about a 2-hour discussion every time we do it, and that's the 3rd one. So I hope you'll go back and check those out, episode 100, 200, and 300. So thank you again for your super chat, my dear friend Vern's Junk Closet with VMAX Show, and now we're going to look at Back Alley Stock Picks for the same reason. And they dropped a super chat on us. They've done that many times before. And while we get that channel ready to go, I see that Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is walking in as well. And One Busy Mama, good to see you here. AceFlaw1 has been with Tuberchat from the beginning and beyond. About the same amount of time that I've known Vern's Junk Closet, as a matter of fact. And it's interesting to see after 350 episodes, after a year, well more than a year and a half, these creators are still here growing their channel, meeting new friends, and influencing others. So hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Phantom Wolf AMVs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think it's been a little while, but I'm sure you've been here before. I feel like I recognize that name well. The Nordic Drip Coaching, you would love it if we can address the issue on non-watching of playlists. What I'm going to do then is just ask you to clarify exactly what you mean by that. There's a lot that goes into whether we're watching or not watching playlists themselves, or if you're talking about swapping playlists, or the benefits that come when we do watch entire playlists of videos. Just, if you don't mind, clarify for me, and hopefully I'll catch it the next time around. Pardon me just for a second. That's fighting just as hard as you are to save your home. And we are... Oh, Philip Lemon had a question as well. I heard that you can't have the volume down on the video of the playlist when you play them. Won't count for watch hours. I have heard that. But the kind of experimentation that it would take to try to prove that that's true is out of control because we all have organic growth that's going on with our main channels. You'd have to start a bunch of extra experimental channels and get them connected together, and it would take hours, if not days, if not weeks, to get experimentation like that done. What I do as a rule, I'll show you with Back Alley Stock Picks here. So I'll take their latest video. I'm not going to watch it right now. I'm just pulling it up so you can see exactly what I do. So I'll just pause this. What I do with the volume slider, you see it goes up and down here. So if I'm running a playlist and I'm not actually watching, if I'm just running videos, I move the slider down to about 2. So when it's all the way down, you see that speaker with the line through it. When you move it up 1, it's got the speaker with a little bit of a smaller line through it. And then when you move it here, it basically means the volume's on. Now, I've been doing this for a year and a half or longer, and the hours seem to count all the time. So we'll give Back Alley Stock Picks their thumb up on this video. I'm going to add it into my catch-up list so that I can make sure I watch the full video at some point. And, pardon me, what the Back Alley Stock Picks brings us is bite-sized information about the stock market and considerations for moves that we might make both in the short and long term. Now, Back Alley Stock Picks happens to be a fellow Canadian, and they happen to be a truck driver. And truck drivers in Canada are getting quite a bit of attention right now, as a lot of us have already seen. But Back Alley Stock Picks brings us their stock portfolio, their picks, their suggestions, and their research in bite-sized information, like I said. So I hope you'll enjoy that. They research everything that they bring to us, and then they point us in the direction that we can go to find research for ourselves. And then Philip Lemon, my pleasure. And then, sorry, I was looking for Nordic Drip Coaching. Let me just ask them. And we'll see what they have to say. Hopefully, I can address it accurately. Now, here's the thing. While I'm here on Tuberchat, I don't want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. I don't even want to say whether I'm right or wrong about a lot of things unless I'm absolutely sure. But the idea is that I just want to bring you the experience that I have so far in running my own channels, others, and consulting for a few, as well as all the discussions we've had here in 350 episodes of Tuberchat and outside as well for many interviews and things that I've done, where we can discuss different things here, and you can add whatever we talk about or whatever you hear me mention to the information you already have and what you're going to continue to learn, so that we can all make better decisions for our videos and our channels, myself included. I am constantly striving to improve both for myself and for others. People say they watch and it's one-sided, meaning someone will say they watch and the watch hours on your end aren't increasing. Send pics to prove that you've watched. So one of the ideas that a lot of creators will do when swapping playlists is insist on screenshots. My suggestion is to leave a comment on the first and last video in the playlist. Now, somebody's going to understand the time. We all know how long our playlists are. So if I have a 20-hour playlist and somebody was to go and watch and leave a comment and then leave a comment 5 minutes later on the last one, I'd understand. What you're going to find here, at least in the Tuberchat family, I'd like to think, is that most of the creators here are going to be authentic about running playlists most of the time, and hopefully even more so than I say when I say that. We have watched lots of creators push and get monetized, and part of it, a small part of it, is running these playlists. The reason why I push it here on Tuberchat is not just because of the watch hours, it's because of the friendships that are made when you trade favors with somebody by swapping playlists. Because let's imagine you've got 20 videos on your channel right now for somebody to watch. It's great that somebody's going to watch them all at once. But when you think about the fact that you might put out another 50 videos this year, now that you've got a friend that you've done a favor for, even though they've already returned that favor, now you've got a friendship that can flourish. And they might, and probably will watch most of your next 50 videos. That's where the real watch hours start to stack up. So it's a thought. You know, we can't expect that 100% of people are going to be authentic 100% of the time. If you're out there and you happen to see somebody acting against the way that we're doing things, I hope you will have patience, because what I'd love, and what the purpose of Tuberchat is, part of it is to help to teach new people who are coming into the YouTube system and starting channels about how to connect properly, how to grow the way that we do, and the importance of authenticity as well as generosity, and understanding the importance of following the full system. So, whether I've answered the question or not, I'm unsure, but a lot of people will ask for proof, and that is just simply in looking for red lines under the videos. When you run an entire playlist, you can scan through it. If you know how to make a screenshot video on your phone, you can do that quickly and send it to them. Most people communicate across Instagram as far as I can see, and then a simple screenshot showing that you've watched the entire playlist usually is enough. A lot of creators will ask for proof, so you can be prepared. If you have not swapped playlists with anybody before but are thinking about doing it, I will do it with you if you'd like, so that I can show you exactly what everybody will want. It's very simple stuff, and easy to do. So if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Neon Vacation has 1,290 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them maybe even up to the 1,300 that they're thinking about. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships. And I've just added your latest video into my oh, that's not your latest, it's okay, I added one video into my catch-up list, but I'm just going to take your latest video and add that into my catch-up list as well, to make sure that I stay caught up and don't fall too far behind. And they happen to be a member, so we had put them on the wheel as soon as they got here. Forgive me if I'm missing anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And Nordic Drip Coaching, you'll find, at least here in the Tuberchat family, even with Vern's Junk Closet, and a lot of the creators here who allow people to connect and swap playlists and things like that, you'll find a lot of authentic people who will do it the way that they say they're going to do it. You'll also find, I can say here in the Tuberchat family, there are some creators who enjoy helping others so much that they go over and above. They will run playlists for people. They will tell me without telling the person that they're running it for. I have creators who will ask me, they'll say, who needs watch hours? Knowing that I likely know a lot of creators who probably will, who are getting close to the mark, and then they will say, you know, I'm going to run a playlist for them, but don't say anything, you know, and things like that. And I always, as much as possible, follow everybody's wishes, of course. But you'll see that as well. And there you go. Yeah, see Michael's Adventures. He doesn't ask for proof. He doesn't want it. I typically don't bother because, you know, most people are authentic most of the time, and it doesn't matter. I managed to have a lot of people do it in the first place anyway. Garden State Gardener, good to see you in the house. Forgive me for missing Sunday Fun Day again, but I was actually on at the same time as you yesterday, and I don't usually do that, but I move the times around occasionally. Garden State Gardener happens to be a member, so we'll get them onto the wheel right away, as we do with all members. And Pittsburgh Artist Studio also happens to be a member, where we're looking at this channel right now. They happen to be a longtime friend of Tuberchat with almost 1,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can get them a little bit farther. They have Super Chats and memberships available, as of course they are fully monetized now. And I'm just going to take your latest video. Ed Black is a musician, obviously. We're going to look at your conversation with them. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list to make sure I get caught up and don't fall too far behind. And I'm just pausing a window that I had running in the background, actually. hopefully everybody will connect with Pittsburgh Artist Studio. You can see on their banner, they tell you that they bring us art, interviews, and trivia weekly. There's a little more variety on this channel, but you'll find that from this generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter after you connect with them. And like I said, hopefully we'll push them towards the 1,700 subscribers that they're thinking about. Mo, good to see you in the house. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second, and I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. FOFJYT, good to see you in the house. So everybody here is here for the purpose of helping each other. So hopefully you're feeling welcome. And if you are the kind of creator who enjoys helping other people, you'll find lots of friends here willing to do the same. Our instructions are always in the description of every live stream, so you can see exactly how we connect. It's very important that we do as much as we possibly can for each other these days. And the best success comes here in Tuberchat by making the first move, supporting other creators, and then having them come back and do the same thing for you. A lot of people who've been in Tuberchat for a long time will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat right away, for good reason, because they want to see the kind of things that you say in the chat to other people first to make a judgment call as to whether you might be a supportive creator before they will connect. We also take out any messages in the chat that are self-promoting, so it's not a big deal. You don't have to worry about it, but we just remove those. And the Real Deal with Shonda's looking to swap playlists. Inga STV dropped a super chat on us, so we put that channel up right away. We'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. 1,650 subscribers for this creator right now. I can see I'm a little bit behind with you again, so I'm going to take your latest video they just put out yesterday, and I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up and make sure I don't fall too far behind. And then for anybody that is willing to swap playlists with each other, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you are willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And pardon me just for a quick second. I will be right back. And pardon me for that. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Wolfsbear Productions is in the house. And that is another one of our truck driver friends. Truck drivers are getting a lot of attention these days, particularly in Canada, but they're gaining support from people all over the world. And Wolfsbear Productions happens to be a truck driver. We're going to look at their channel in another moment. Garden State Gardener is up now. I had already spun the wheel. They did Sunday Fun Day last night. I try to make it when I can, but we were actually on at the same time yesterday. And Sunday Fun Day is really an unbelievable live stream. They do a lot of giveaways. They have a large audience. There are often 100 people in the chat at a time or watching, and they do a lot of variety on their channel, but they are a fun creator, and they are definitely generous in the idea of helping people connect with each other. They bring a wide variety of videos, both in short form, long form, live streams, and shorts. So I hope you'll connect with them. Garden State Gardener is an incredibly supportive creator, and Sparkles Hope Chest, I see you up here as well. I'm actually going to put Sparkles Hope Chest and Wolfsbear Productions on the wheel, or on the screen, one after the other. They are always together, and they are extremely generous creators. Sparkles Hope Chest will come up with Wolfsbear Productions. It is always most effective when I talk about those two creators together. And thank you, Mia's Budgets. I'm assuming that your channel is financial and going to help us save some money, so I'm happy to have a lot of financial channels in the Tuberchat family now. Thank you, Wolfsbear Productions, for that extra super chat. I'm going to put both of you up one after the other, but thank you for that extra support. Wolfsbear Productions and Sparkles Hope Chest are both extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters, as is Garden State Gardener. You'll find that when you get there, they speak highly of a lot of other creators and make sure that you will meet a lot of quality friends when you're on their channel. Jan Hines, good to see you here. Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub, thank you for coming in. Andre Southgate, good to see you here as well. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Garden State Gardener. I'm going to take your seed starting hot peppers video, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list to make sure I stay caught up with your channel. Yeah, I wonder, I'm curious to see how next week will go for you with the Super Bowl. My guess is that you will have an equally as explosive live stream and possibly even more. We'll see. So next up is Wolfsbear Productions, and thank you again, Garden State Gardener. They've been a member for a while now, and I really do appreciate all that generous support from everybody. Wolfsbear Productions dropped a couple of super chats on us here, one for themselves, one for Sparkles Hope Chest. But I'm going to expect in those cases from now on, I'm just going to put these channels up together anyway. So as much as I do appreciate the extra support when it comes to a super chat and things like that, they have done that so often and supported the channel so much. Wolfsbear Productions happens to be a gold member as well, so their link will be dropped every 30 minutes or so. But in the case of Wolfsbear Productions and Sparkles Hope Chest, they both happen to be members, so they both get added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat anyway. But in the case of a super chat, from now on, I just want to let you know I'm going to put you both up at the same time so that you'll get better value out of one than two. Just because, like I said, they've done it so much. They are one of the top financial supporters of the channel over all of this time. Hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat. And if I've missed anybody, I certainly don't mean to, as long as you're active. We will get around to everybody. VMAX Show is still in the chat. That is my YouTube BFF, your YouTube cheerleader, Vern's Junk Closet, with her second channel where you get a behind-the-scenes look at the creator behind Vern's Junk Closet. So Wolfsbear Productions is up here right now. And the reason why I talk about these two creators together so often is because there is a very special story that goes along with them. Wolfsbear Productions happens to be a truck driver, and Sparkles Hope Chest is mom to Wolfsbear Productions in real life. One of the biggest complaints that I get from creators on YouTube is, why is it so difficult to get our in-real-life friends and family to support us and subscribe to our channels and watch our videos and things like that when we can find lots of people on YouTube willing to do it? These people eventually start to become friends and possibly even family, as we see here in Tuberchat often. But Wolfsbear Productions and Sparkles Hope Chest run separate channels. They both do their own thing completely separately, but they support each other unbelievably well, both with extreme generosity, and they've collaborated many times, which is really cool to see. So I hope everybody will join both of these channels, but you'll see Wolfsbear Productions now with 225 subscribers, and we'd love to move them a little bit closer to 300. They recently have done a lot of dumpster diving videos. Now, they put up an entire series pretty much all together. You'll have to forgive me because I have had a week of not being on YouTube as much as I usually am. I'm expecting that phase to end sometime in the very near future, but I find myself behind with a lot of creators. So I'm going to take your video here, which I think is the very first one. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up here. But we see pure variety from Wolfsbear Productions, and sometimes they're unboxing videos, product reviews, Happy Mail videos, series, including their furry friend Jester, and that's part of their family. And then you can see how serious this creator is with, they've dressed up their truck with YouTube stickers and things like that, so people will follow from there as well. And we'll show you Sparkles Hope Chest right now. So again, these are separate channels. Each creator runs their channel differently, but Sparkle's Hope Chest brings us pure variety as well. So I hope everybody will connect with both of these creators. They are both extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. Artful Healing Unit, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I feel like you've been here before, but forgive me if I'm mistaken about that, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. For anybody that is new to Tuberchat, you can connect with anybody you'd like to in the chat. Our instructions are always in the description of every live stream so that you can see exactly how to maximize your time here and meet more creators. Jeremy D-Day, good to see you in the house. That's another creator who's been with me for about 2 years. That's JD Knight 7 with a second channel. And Sparkle's Hope Chest now has 374 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 400 that she was thinking about. I'm likely behind with you. Here's a lot of collaboration videos, and this is where we see these two creators together. A lot of Happy Meal videos here, and a lot of other variety. One of the series that Sparkle's Hope Chest had done was a Motel Life series where they were giving us an incredible behind-the-scenes look at the creator behind this channel, and I really enjoy that stuff. So hopefully you will too. I've just taken your latest video, added it into my catch-up list to make sure I don't fall too far behind. And we have another new channel in the house, Khalid Delicious Food. Thank you for coming in, by the way. Uniquely Fab, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. The Zam Fam is coming up right now. They also happen to be a member, and I am overdue for getting names onto the wheel from our chat list, so I'm going to do that right this second. The Zam Fam has still only been to Tuberchat a few times. I'm still getting to know this creator or these creators, the Zam Fam, and their content. Well, the reason I like putting channels on the screen like this while we're here is so that over time I can get to know your channel better. Over time, hopefully the creators behind the channel. And then every time you're here, I can promote you better when you're on the screen. GA Girl, I Am Every Woman. The Dream Team is in the house. That's Georgia Girl. I've got them on the wheel right away because they happen to be a member. And I'm going to look at what I can do for adding names to the wheel right now. Anybody can reach out to me anytime on Instagram. It's all one word, Tuberchat. I love talking YouTube. It never stops for me. So it doesn't have to be questions. If there's something that you think I can help with, I'm happy to try. But if you see or notice things in your YouTube journey, out in the YouTube streets, things you want to bring to my attention that could be helpful to others, I really appreciate that generosity as well. And I'm always happy to talk to people on Instagram. That's where I'm most active, as well as Facebook, Twitter, and most other social networks. Catherine with Friends is a longtime friend of Tuberchat. Thank you for that super chat. For that reason, we're going to put your channel up next before I spin the wheel again. Thank you, Khalid Delicious Food. And the best success for everybody that's brand new to Tuberchat today is found in reaching out to other creators and supporting them, knowing that they will turn around and do the same thing for you. We believe wholeheartedly here in giving much more than we expect to receive, and by that token, your best success and the best value you're going to get out of your time here is by reaching out to other creators one at a time first. And patience is definitely one of the biggest things that helps here in Tuberchat. You can meet up to 8 to 10 family members for your channel per hour here. Any faster than that is too fast. And pardon me, I'm doing a mix of hot and cold for the throat today. Just because I've been in and out, indoors, outdoors, cold weather, rainy weather, snowy weather, warm weather. It's unbelievable. And I said I was going to get some more names for the wheel. Let's get Catherine with Friends up here right now. The Zam Fam is bringing us pure variety. And hopefully you'll enjoy connecting with them. With 630 subscribers right now, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 700 they'll be thinking about. Catherine with Friends is a long time friend of Tuberchat. They've actually been with me from the beginning. Miss Gigi will be coming up as well. And thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. We'll look at your channel next. Before I spin the wheel again, and you're all knocking a little bit of life off of our new stream boss, which is Wolfsbear Productions. That's the video game life meter that you see under my camera there. Every membership and super chat adds a little bit of, knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. For anybody that is a member, you also have a free highlighted milestone message available every month on every channel in which you are a member. If the host has those enabled, I have them enabled here, and they count as well, so you get to send, it's almost like a super chat message through the chat for free once a month, which is cool. So Catherine with Friends is here, fully monetized, lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships. I'm just going to take your almost latest video here, this 45-minute one. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list to make sure that I am not falling too far behind with you. And Catherine with Friends has been doing quite a lot of live streaming lately. They're a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and have been for a very long time. I think I've been connected to them for 2 years now. They've been with Tuberchat from the beginning, so hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Now, I did say I was going to get some names for the wheel. I'm going to do that right this second. And then we will look at Miss Gigi. Popping the Popcorn is coming up. Dine with Sonia will be on the wheel as well. And Philip Lemon is going to come up. That's another creator who always engages conversation here, for which I'm grateful. And let's look at Mrs. Gigi. So thank you again, Catherine with Friends and Mrs. Gigi, both for your super chats. I really do appreciate that extra support. And let's see what we've got going on here. Mrs. Gigi's at 499 subscribers exactly. I'm hoping we can push this creator up and over the 500 that they're thinking about. If we can get them far enough and the numbers settle down, YouTube will actually pop up their community tab within 7 days. So hopefully that will happen. What I recommend to everybody all the time is when you're aiming for a milestone, right? Like 500, 600, 700, all these different milestones. If you aim about 5 to 10 subscribers beyond that, then if YouTube decides to play games with your numbers within the next couple of days, you shouldn't slip back below that milestone and you should keep it locked in. Thank you, Artful Healing Unit, and thank you, everybody. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, number 350, I hope that you will. They really do help, and I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. And every interaction in a video, a premiere, a live stream, whether it's a chat message, a thumbs up, or a comment after the video, or every single second that you watch or run, it helps the content get pushed out in the YouTube algorithm because it sends engagement signals in there. And that comes in not only the coming days, but possibly even weeks and maybe even months ahead. Lacassie, good to see you in the house. It's been a little while, but it's good to have you back here. And then thank you, Peter Dell. Yes, it's late, but thank you very much for being here. Peter Dell always spreads a lot of positivity and motivation through the chat. Bella Talks SA, I hope I welcomed you earlier. I know you've been here for a long time. I don't remember if I actually welcomed you or not, but I would rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it. And then catching up pretty quickly. The catch-up list is quite a great tool. The only thing is being a matter of whether I'm in front of a computer or not, and whether I can let it just run or not. It just depends where I am, but I try to stay up. I'm behind right now by about, I think, 40 or 50 videos. It seems I add about 20 to 30 videos every Tuberchat live stream, but I also use that list to grab other things that I notice from either notifications or while I'm watching and things like that. I've had a very, very big week on my personal channel, so I'm falling behind a little bit with the Tuberchat family in a lot of videos. I'm trying to scrape my way towards keeping caught up with everybody, but that should improve within not too long. And of course, I appreciate everybody's patience. As long as we're all supporting each other as much as we can, everybody will be just fine. She stole my thunder. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. And Hugo Homestead, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Not sure if I welcomed you already or not. And then, yeah, thank you, Peter Dell. Thank you. Yeah, my pleasure, Bella Talks SA. Forgive me if I didn't welcome you right away. I try to do that instantly. Mrs. Gigi brings us a lot of crafting on their channel, and they will often be seen with other creators as well. They mix up the videos and live stream. So I'm just taking your latest video here, adding it into my catch-up list so that I can stay caught up with you. That's what we're talking about. That's just a playlist that I've made. Anybody can use that. Or anybody can make a playlist and use it the way that I do. I use my watch later list for brand new creators that come through Tuberchat. I use my catch-up list just to stay caught up. It's just a playlist. Anybody can make anything, name it anything. Ours was comically named by our dear friend Ghostly Wins. And it used to be called Catch Up, and now it is called Catch Up. So we wanted to add a little bit of fun to that, and thank you to our dear longtime friend Ghostly Wins for that. Dine with Sonia is coming up right now. Sam Slogs Trains and More says they've been leaving stuff in their watch later list to catch up with, and you're caught up now. It could be a great tool. What I recommend to everybody here in Tuberchat is if you're not already using your watch later list for something else, I think a lot of creators may not even know that there's a watch later list available. It's something that every single creator has, and it's right here in your menu if you wanted to go to it. But you can make as many playlists as you want on YouTube and add as many videos as you want as well. Mo, I don't have any commands here in Tuberchat. Dine with Sonia is up here right now. So on their banner, they say food review, travel, faith, vlogs. It's pure variety on this channel. I'm still getting to know their content. Dine with Sonia has been with us for a little while now, but I'm going to take your latest video here, and I'm going to add this into our catch-up list like I was talking about. That will let me get caught up and make sure I don't fall too far behind. They've got 706 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, and they're officially on the road to 800. We added flavor to the playlist. Yes, that's the perfect way to put it. Condiments of content. Ghostly Wins has the fun, the funniest things to say in the chat. I'm not dipping chicken into ketchup. So we usually don't do things like this, but I'll ask everybody right now. Do you put ketchup on chicken? Because I have seen this done many times. I have never, and can't imagine that I will ever. I know what's the difference between barbecue sauce and ketchup? I know there's no difference. Of course I dip my chicken in barbecue sauce, but never ketchup. They're just something that seems unnatural to it. And then thank you, Peter Dell. Mama G Gear, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Garden State Gardener, a simple no. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see what's happening. We're going to go on break in a few minutes, but we still got some time. So if anybody here is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm used to putting applesauce on pork chops, if anything. Like now, these days, I don't put anything on it, but when I was growing up, my parents, it was a habit in our household to have pork chops with applesauce, if I'm right. Mayo on chicken, ketchup to hide flavor. Oh, my goodness. I understand that in the United States it is popular to dip French fries into ketchup and mayonnaise, but I haven't done that very often. Soul Sniper 1234, good to see you in the house. Uniquely Fab. If you haven't had ketchup on chicken, you're not living. Interesting. Ketchup was born to go with fries, absolutely. I tend not to use a lot. Sometimes I drown my fries in ketchup, sometimes I don't. Yeah, uniquely fab. I don't know where that came from. You know, you pick up habits from your parents. This is one of the things I talk about with all the cooking channels that come up here in Tuberchat. Cooking, baking, healthy living, things like this. Because they're showing us food that we may not usually see. And I know there are a lot of cooking television shows and things out there, but most people do not have unlimited ingredients in their pantries, and most people do not have the world's greatest equipment in their kitchens. You know what I mean? There's a big difference between a $500 stove and a $5,000 stove and a $50,000 one. So it's interesting, and I like the real world look we get at seeing what some people are having around the world that we might not be used to. So we're looking at Philip Lemon, and this is a creator who came into the Tuberchat family a couple of months ago and just is blazing with support for other creators instantly. They started very aggressively, working pretty quick, and have really got a handle on the system, I think, that we're using here. They are always engaging conversation, for which I'm grateful. When you are in a premiere or a live stream, it is a great service to any host to be engaging conversation, because that sends engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm to let YouTube know that the content, first of all, is engaging, and that it should hopefully push the content out a little bit farther, not just today, but in the coming days and weeks ahead. Jelly and grits, French dressing on rice. Ah, interesting. Yes. Interesting. Ghostly Winds always has the most creative things. Ghostly Wind should be a poet or something with the creativity that they have. I hope you'll visit them on their channel. They're in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom. They've been there for a while. Scratch and Pete for 2 days in a row was the very first channel chosen off of the Wheel of Doom. And Ghostly Winds has been there for a while. And look at that. Since we've started talking about it, Ghostly Winds is coming up right now. I hope you'll join this creator. They have been a longtime friend of Tuberchat. Now, when I talk up here about the idea of generosity with creators, there are a lot of typical things that we see, right? And I will often say that creators go over and above, or they show generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. There are other ways to show support for creators. When you start your YouTube channel, I'm sure everybody wonders who's still going to be with you a year from now, who's still going to be with you 2 years from now, right? Because we all get busy. You know, you're not going to see the people you see today every day. You will likely not see them every day 2 years from now. If they're still with you, you'll see each other once a month or once every couple of months, because we all are following more and more creators. It's a lot to keep up with. But Ghostly Winds is somebody who shows generosity in different ways. And what I'm talking about is you will have creators that are still with you a long time from now. And you will have a lot of creators who truly have your back in the YouTube streets with the different things that they see, both in their YouTube journeys, the things that happen with your content. And Ghostly Winds has proven to be quite a dear friend for that reason. But they've been here in Tuberchat for a long, long time. They got 699 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them up and over the 700. YouTube's constantly playing games with their numbers as much as they are with all of us. And hopefully everybody will help us push this creator up and over that milestone. Happy Nwagi Remedies, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And you're uploading content right now, as a matter of fact. They streamed a few days ago. If you catch this creator in a stream, you'll find that they play a lot of retro games. We say retro now, but really, like, when you look at Sega, Nintendo, and some of the things that came out around those years, right? I mean, they're still both with us, but you know what I mean. Sometimes Ghostly Winds will show you games you've seen before, and sometimes things that you haven't. I grew up with Sega and Nintendo, and they still constantly show me games I'm not familiar with, which is cool. They're able to keep up with the conversation in the chat, and they are very warm, welcoming, and you can feel the fun that this creator has when they play the games that they do. So I'm going to take your, I'll take your latest one, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm going to add this into my ketchup list and make sure that that gets run. Tuber Chef Cook and Eat. There's another There's another name for a channel. That's not the worst name I've ever heard. Sam's Logs, Trains, and More. Yes, Tuber Chef, Cook and Eat, to go along with Tuberchat. That would be interesting. Kristen, my girlfriend, who's often here with us as a member and a moderator when she can be, she's one of these people who in a kitchen can cook, and everything that she does is great, right? She understands how the different ingredients work, how to season things, how to make creative dishes, whereas I can only cook to save my life. If I make you anything ever, it is very plain and as expected. And I only have a few things that I make very well. Even those are just typical. But that's why I have so much respect for people who do have talent in the kitchen, and I'm happy to see all the cooking channels that come through Tuberchat. So Charlene Heel, let me get you onto the wheel. And Chris's Clever Craft. They both happen to be members. And we always put the members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. So thank you both for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And if you've mentioned something that I've missed, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. I should see it the next time around. Oh, there you go. A recipe for baked mac and cheese. I love that still to this day. That was one of the staples in my household as well. My grandmother had a recipe. My father took it over, and it's still, it's been a while now. That would be something to pick up. Eggs. I love eggs, but anything that I make with them, like I said, is very typical. I eat eggs probably every day. Close to it, anyway. And, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Forgive me for the messages that I've missed in the chat. I think Ghostly Wind said one more thing. Sega games could be fun. We're using PS4. Yeah, the emulators that are used to play some of these games can be unpredictable. So, Sam's Logs, Trains, and More is up here right now. This is a creator who shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube, like I was just talking about. With 1,430 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this creator a little bit farther. They are recently monetized, so now they have memberships and super chats available on their channel. Lots of ways to support them. I'm just going to take your latest video, the longest railway platform in the UK. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list so I can have a look at that. More than anything, Sam brings us train videos. Pardon me. Sometimes in the form of watching trains, sometimes going through stations, sometimes taking rides. So there's a lot of variety here. As well, he sprinkles in other variety within those videos, and that's where the more comes from. Sam's Logs, Trains, and More. Sometimes there are product reviews or unboxings, and a lot of random live streams. O'Shane Official Channel, good to see you here. And Yarn Barf, always good to have you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Sam's Logs, Trains, and More also does a series of live streams where they will allow and encourage everybody to connect in the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. And they do that usually once a week on a random day. So you'll likely meet more friends and family members over there. You'll also see Sam with other people on panel on his random live streams, and you'll see him join others frequently as well. I'm always happy to see creators collaborating with each other. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. So let's spin the wheel. We're going to get to see who's going to be next. Homestead Family Reclaim, good to see you here. And we're going to be back in about 3 minutes, and we are going to look at Four Corners Custom Products. All right, we are back, and I did say we were going to look at Four Corners custom products, so forgive me, I actually got up to get another drink happening here. We'll get Four Corners custom products up there right now. They are another extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They happen to be a member, so we had put them on the wheel right away as soon as I saw them in the chat. Ali's Craft Pursuits. We're going to do the same thing for you, get you on the wheel right away. We do that for all members. Oracles and Beyond is Cassie. Thank you for coming in. Cabaret Gaming, good to see you here. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Jory coming up, good to see you in the house again. Thanks for coming back in. I did actually get up and away from the computer for a quick second there. So I might be behind in the chat as well. And then thank you, Uniquely Fab. Yeah, lots of people working from home these days. I'm very lucky that I am able to do a lot of that. Half of my full-time gig in the good weather is outdoors, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I still continue to do that, but the other half of my work is indoors, and I can do that from just about anywhere. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Four Corners Custom Products has 632 subscribers. This is a channel where we get to see a behind-the-scenes look at the creation of merchandise like hats, shirts, mugs, stickers, all kinds of different products we can see in the featured video that they've got here. I thought I put this in my catch-up list, and maybe I just haven't got that far yet. Yeah, I do. It's in there now. I just haven't got through it yet. Custom baseball caps for Intro to Mills Entertainment, which happens to be another channel that comes through Tuberchat regularly, an official music channel. And VR Josie, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. That's a creator who comes to us originally from Instagram. And 632 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. What you'll find from Four Corners Custom Products is the fact that they came into the Tuberchat family a few months ago and were just right away supporting everybody. They seem to be everywhere all the time as well. And when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them constantly supporting other creators. Pardon me, Jack Dawson, thank you for sending that highlighted milestone message through the chat. Like I was saying earlier, anybody that is a member on any channel where those are enabled has the ability to send one of those through the chat for free every month. And it actually counts to knock some life off of our stream boss, as you just saw right there. Stay positive and loyal. Love, support, and respect is the key. Knowledge is power. Never give up. Never surrender. Jack Dawson's put 3 or 4 mottos all together. And Oracles and Beyond, thank you so much for that membership. Oracles and Beyond. What that means is that I will now, and from now on, add your channel onto the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat any day that you're here, regardless of how much time you can spend. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra support. Oracles and Beyond, the creator behind that channel is Cassie, and she has been a friend of Tuberchat for a very long time. What she does on her channel more than anything else are live streams where she will give you a free oracle reading. She has many, many decks to go through as well, and often she will have other creators come up with her that do the same thing. They will give you more than one reading at a time, which is really, really cool. I'm always happy to see collaborations like that. Collecting Coins with Gianna, good to see you in the house. And Yarnbarf, thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we are going to get your channel up on the screen next. Oh. And actually, let's do that right now. Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama, has been a member for a long time here, an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Let's see what Yarn Barf's got going on. For those of you who haven't heard the term Yarn Barf before, it actually means something pretty creative. And if you head to their About page, you'll get a description of why this channel is named Yarn Barf and exactly what that is. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. This is an incredibly supportive creator. Again, another generous and loyal and dedicated supporter. 3,560 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther to the 3,600 that they're thinking about. And Yarn Barf actually has a lot of experience on YouTube. They've been on for what I count to be about 13 years. You can correct me if I'm wrong, because I keep saying that. But they had put videos out occasionally and now have really stepped up the frequency. So they're really working hard on their channel. They're here with us almost every single day. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them and seeing the variety that they put out in their videos. So I'm just going to have a look here. I think I added something into my catch-up list yesterday, and I'm just going to double check that right now. I'll take your latest video and add it in there, make sure I stay caught up and don't fall too far behind. They are posting frequently. So let's spin the wheel. Thank you one more time for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If I've missed something that you've mentioned, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I will hopefully catch it the next time around. Scratch and PPA, thank you so much for catching that. It is Cabarar Gaming's birthday. We are going to put that channel up next. And they've actually got 2 channels for us to look at, but I hope that everybody will join us in wishing them a happy birthday. They are a long-time friend of Tuberchat, an incredibly supportive creator. They actually support on all of my channels. Here is Charlene Heel. She does the same thing. She supports me everywhere, for which I'm grateful. 593 subscribers right now. Hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 600 that she's thinking about. Marino's Mysteries, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Charlene Heel is a powerhouse of energy, positivity, and motivation. She brings that everywhere she goes, not just here in Tuberchat, but in other live streams, premieres, and we see it all the time. So when I'm out bouncing around trying to support everybody as much as I can, I run into Charlene Heel constantly. Corinne's Life is in the house as well. I think I see somebody saying hello to them. I didn't see them come in. Let's double check. Oh, maybe not. Corinne's Life might not be here right now. Okay, we'll see if they come in. Charlene Heel also has a second channel. Let's have a look at that. And Business Services and Opportunities is where Charlene Heel expects to bring us the same positivity and motivation from her original channel, but focused on business services, and she promises to bring us opportunities to build wealth as well, which is a great addition to the Tuberchat family as a channel. I'm very excited about all the financial channels that have started to come in, because when we think about monetizing either our channels or our businesses, wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of the income that's going to follow that monetization? Cabarar Gaming is coming up right now, and I spelled it wrong. Forgive me for that. My goodness. They've actually got 2 channels. We'll look at both of those. So happy birthday to Cabarar Gaming. Thank you so much for spending time here in Tuberchat on such an important day. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope it's a great day for you. Cabarar Gaming is an extremely supportive creator. This is somebody who supports on all of my channels, for which I'm grateful. They always engage conversation. They are always positive, always motivating. When you get to their channel, they are, in the same way that I mentioned Ghostly Winds earlier, very engaging as well. So if you can can catch them, particularly in a live stream, you'll find that they will be warm, welcoming, and you can feel the energy that this creator has while they're playing, right? This is one of the things I do like about some of the gaming channels, is the fact that the creators really can get into the games that they're playing, but keep up with the chat at the same time. And I grew up with video games. I still play to this day a lot of Grand Theft Auto. I see that Cabaret Gaming's on to a bully phase right now, which is cool. I'm just going to take your latest video, add it into my catch-up list to make sure I don't fall too far behind. That's the same company that makes Grand Theft Auto. And with 1,230 subscribers right now, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 that they're thinking about. Team Goodman, good to see you in the house. I'm going to show you Cabaret Vlogs. But now that we're in the second half of today's live stream, I'm going to move a little bit faster through channels now. We always get faster as time goes on so that we can put as many channels on the screen as possible within the next hour and 10 minutes or so. We're usually here for 2.5 hours. Cabaret Vlogs plans to bring us tutorials, tips, vlogs, and unboxing videos, particularly related to tech. So hopefully everybody will enjoy supporting this creator on both channels. We'd love to get the second one moving up and over the 120 subscribers that they have right now towards the first 200. The Homeowner's Handyman, thank you for coming in. Great to see you here. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And then, yes, thank you, Khalid Delicious Food. They're not able to be with us here every day because our time zones are pretty much opposite. So it's, I'm always happy to see you in the chat. Oracles and Beyond is coming up right now, our brand newest official member here in the Tuberchat family. So thank you so much for that extra support. Cassie has always been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. A long time friend of Tuberchat. I've actually lost track on how long it's been. I feel like Oracles and Beyond has been with Tuberchat pretty much from the beginning. So 1,570 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this creator a little bit farther, maybe even up and over the 16. Well, we won't get them quite to 1,600 today, but a little bit closer anyway. Courtney Shanice Reviews, good to see you here. And Oracles and Beyond, like I said, more than anything else, will bring you these live streams. So forgive me, I wasn't able to be there, but I did see this pop up the other day where they're talking about new decks that they've got. Now, what they will do in their live streams is give you a free Oracle reading. But what I've caught them doing many times is having other creators who do a similar job coming on panel with them and offering more than one reading at a time. So this can give you an idea as to what's been going on in your life, what has happened, and what might be to come. And Cassie is a warm and welcoming creator. She is a very much loved and well-respected YouTuber, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. I hope to see you in a live stream with her. She always has an incredibly engaging conversation going on and incredibly loyal and dedicated supporters surrounding her as well. So I'm going to take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list so that I can stay caught up and not fall too far behind. But thank you again for that membership. I really do appreciate that extra support. And like I said, that means that your channel will now be added onto the Wheel of Doom as soon as I see you in the chat any day that you're here. Jack Dawson is here, but I didn't put them on the wheel yet. I've got them on there now. Chris's Clever Craft is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on. Black Phoenix, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. And I always appreciate the positivity in the chat. One of the questions that we had earlier, we usually don't do questions like this, but somebody brought up the idea of ketchup on chicken. Do you dip your chicken in ketchup, or do you put ketchup on your chicken? And I don't. But we were curious as to who might in the chat. Mortgage with Me, good to see you in the house. Not sure if I welcomed you earlier, but it's always good to have you here. Chris's Clever Craft is up now. They've actually got 3 channels going on, and they are supporting on all my channels, for which I'm very grateful. They're actually a moderator on my other two channels. And Chris's Clever Craft is somebody who always engages conversation. We talked about that earlier, but it really is a service to any host, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, when you engage true conversation to get more messages happening and send engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm so that they can push the content out. And it's always very helpful. So Chris's Clever Craft has a lot of featured channels on their front page. They put a lot of focus on trying to help people get to their first 100. When we look at their content, we see pure variety. Soul Sniper 1234 on the bus on the way to school. Hopefully you're excited about that. I know it's been a interesting 2 years to say the least. And Chris's Clever Craft has 434 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. We'd love to see this creator get that shiny community tab happening on their channel. And in this content, we see pure variety. Chris's Clever Craft has an interesting property that they show us around. A lot of outdoor footage, a lot of indoor videos as well. And, pardon me, some of their videos are do-it-yourself videos, and sometimes they're just giving us an enjoying look around. We get a great look at the creator behind the channel in a lot of these videos as well. So I hope you'll join Chris's Clever Craft, as they are an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and have been to me personally and here in the Tuberchat family for quite some time now. Sad that you're almost at school, Soul Sniper 1234. Hopefully you're happy about seeing your friends there, but I understand. I'm sure most of us do at school now. Have a good day, and hopefully we'll see you again very soon. The times will be different again next weekend. And let's see what we've got going on here. That I can do about adding some names to the wheel. Maybe I will spin one more time. Any Dronalist, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. I'll add some names to the wheel in another second here before we talk about I Am Betty J Gathers. Interestingly, you see that channel is the #1 or the first featured channel here on Chris's Clever Craft, which is really cool. I'm so happy to see creators connecting to each other here in the Tuberchat family and then becoming friends and family to each other as well. Mrs. VSNC09 is here with us almost every single day, and we will see what they've got going on soon enough. I've added them onto the wheel. They happen to be a member. We always put the members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. I Am Betty J Gathers is somebody I'm still getting to know, but with 93 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards that first 100. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as everybody's supporting each other, we can push each other along. When we see channels under 100, it's nice to take an extra step and try to push them along. But we see channels getting there, getting all the different milestones that come along on the road to the first 1,000 and getting monetized and beyond all the time. So let's see what I can do, like I said, about adding some names to the wheel. Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub will come up. I don't think we looked at Nordic Drip Coaching today, but they did engage conversation today, for which I was grateful. We were talking about playlists, and Inspire So Many is going to come onto the wheel as well. And I'll get some more names as we need them. I usually add them when we get down to 5 or 6. We've still got an hour to go, so we're going to get lots of channels onto the screen. We will get to as many as we can. Ali's Craft Pursuits has also recently become a member, so they were added onto the wheel as soon as I saw them today in the chat as well. Let's see what they got going on their channel right now. This is another creator who supports on all of my channels. They're very active on social media. 1,000 subscribers right now. They got about 1,030, nice and locked in, but I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on that road to 1,100. They're doing a lot of shorts videos, and they are mixing up the videos both in long and form long and short form. So hopefully everybody will enjoy Ali's Craft Pursuits. It's pure variety on this channel. Sometimes they're playing games, sometimes they're doing a live stream, and sometimes they are talking about crafts. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Here's a diamond art. We've seen that before from Wolf Spirit Productions, diamond painting. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And like I said, they happen to be a very loyal and dedicated supporter. And now that they're a member, we put them on the wheel right away. So if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And we will spin. We're moving a little bit faster than we were in the first half. Jack Dawson is coming up right now. They came in earlier and dropped one of those highlighted milestone messages through the chat. And Jack Dawson will always come in and say love, support, and respect is the key. That's absolutely the case. The Stoner Gamer 420, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So when we look for Jack Dawson, the name of this channel is so unbelievably popular. We have to go a little bit farther to find them. Jack Dawson, of course, is the name of the lead character in the Titanic movie, which makes it one of the most popular names on the internet. So when we look for Jack Dawson, I look for MLB The Show, and I've just copied that into the chat. You can copy and paste that or type it out if you need to. Jack Dawson actually plays a variety of different video games on his channel. MLB The Show just happens to be the first one I ever ran into him playing while in a live stream. But like I said, he always says love, support, and respect is the key. That's absolutely the case. He is always positive, always motivating, always engages conversation, and is warm and welcoming when you get to his channel. His community is very much the same way, and you will likely meet lots of friends and family members over there, as he will always allow and encourage everybody to connect in the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. Now, I usually catch Jack Dawson once or twice a week on a live stream, but with the week I've had, I haven't been able to. So again, this is another creator I'm behind with. I'm going to take your latest Cobra Kai replay, and I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up and not fall too far behind. And hopefully everybody's doing okay. Hopefully you are too. The Stoner Gamer 420. The best success here in Tuberchat for anybody that is brand new today is always found in making the first move, reaching out to other creators, supporting them, and then seeing them turn around and do the same thing for you. So when we talk about the idea of connecting with channels, sub for sub behavior is against YouTube's community guidelines. They spell that out very clearly. We're here for much more than that. We're here for the purpose of supporting each other over the long term as creators. When we talk about visiting each other's houses and leaving gifts, it means something very specific here. When somebody says they've been to your house, they mean they've been to your channel and subscribed. When they say they've left you a gift, it means they've watched a video from beginning to end, at least 3 minutes long. Very important that it's at least 3 minutes and that you watch from beginning to end, and then they've left a comment. I recommend 3 or 4 sentences, but that's what the gift really means. Mama G Gear sent a super chat earlier, and somehow I missed that. Forgive me for that. I didn't mean to miss that in the chat. I was probably talking, or it might have been while we were on break, so forgive me for that. But Mama G Gear, I really do appreciate that extra support. There it is, a little something to help out, and I really do appreciate that. You know, super chats and memberships and things like that here are absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, and I really do appreciate that extra generosity. So we're going to look at Mama G Gear next. What you'll find from Jack Dawson is that he also happens to be a fantastic commentator and is able to keep up with the gameplay as well as the chat. And then, yes, the Stoner Gamer 420. All the instructions are always in our video description for anybody who is brand new. Even if you've been here before, we update the description occasionally. I would recommend having a look or a read over once a week just to remind yourself of the fundamentals. Make sure you're maximizing the time that you spend here. I appreciate every moment everybody can be here in Tuberchat. You know, there's over 51 million channels to choose from, and I want to make sure everybody gets as much value out of the time that you're here as you possibly can. So those instructions are always there to make sure that your connections will stick as much as possible. We know YouTube's playing games with our numbers constantly. This is Katie from Popping the Popcorn with 190 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 200 that she's thinking about. Popping the Popcorn brings us movie reviews more than anything else, and you will be able to make suggestions as well. It's pure opinion on this channel, so Katie will give you her opinion of the movies and films that she reviews. Sometimes she'll do a top 5 list or something to that effect, and a lot of times she'll do live streams with a lot of other creators. I'm always happy to see people collaborating with each other, and this is the kind of thing you'll find on her channel with a lot of engaging conversation as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her and pushing her towards the 200. And then thank you so much, the Stoner Gamer 420. I really do appreciate that. Hopefully you have a good day too. And then, yeah, Mama G Gear says they just have a phone that they do their channel from. Hope to get a computer soon. It's a different world today. Yeah, even I forget to think about that sometimes, that some people are running their entire channel from a phone. So we live in an interesting world now where a computer is not absolutely necessary. There is some benefit to some of the things that you can find in YouTube Studio and the things you can do for your videos and your channel if you can get to a computer. They try to bring some of those features over to the apps that are available on phones and tablets, but it's just a little bit different. I happen to have been lucky enough to been working on computers my whole adult life, so I'm very used to it, and I don't use the phone as much as I probably should either. But that's something to think about here too. 60 to 70% of the creators here in Tuberchat for any live stream could be on a phone while they're here. And what that means is that people are coming in and out of the stream while they go to other channels to watch videos. And you just want to keep that in mind. My recommendation for everybody is to start a conversation with everybody in the chat one at a time and patiently, so that you can make sure somebody's paying attention before you connect with them. It's easy to miss messages here. And the Stoner Gamer 420 does a lot of songs on their channel. Very, very cool. And I'm going to get through as many channels today as I can on the screen. We always do. We've still got just about 50 minutes left. We're usually here for about 2.5 hours. I have family obligations always on Monday, so we have to time our live streams. I have to cut them off at that point, but we usually get to over, well, we have well over 100 channels every live stream. Oh, and the Stoner Gamer 420, I've been to your channel before, right? Yeah, I've seen a few of your videos. Forgive me, for some reason I thought this might be the first time you were here. Forgive me for that. I just looked at your channel in the background here and I can see that I've already watched a few things from you, so thank you for that. And Nordic Trip Coaching is here. They engaged conversation earlier. We were talking about playlists, so thank you so much for that. And this is a channel I'm still getting to know. I'm going to take your latest video, add this into my catch-up list. If I didn't do that yesterday, I did. I haven't been through it yet. We just were on 12 hours ago. So 1,730 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards 1,800. With a name like this, we know that we have much to learn on this channel, as well as hopefully be entertained and inspired by, I'm so sorry, Scratch and PPA and Mama G Gear. I don't know how many times he's got to tell me. And this is one of the things I talk about as well, probably not often enough, but you know, I take moderating very seriously. Luckily, all the moderators we have here take it seriously as well. You'll notice that we have very few. And every moderator here is a longtime friend of mine, and they all have channels of their own, so I hope you'll connect with them. But it's interesting, like I had said earlier in the live stream, about, you know, who's still going to be with you a year later, who's still going to really have your back, and Scratch and PPA catches everything. Somehow he seems to catch everything. And we know that he's out supporting other creators all the time, many at once, and still manages to constantly truly have my back, both as a friend and here in Tuberchat. So thank you for that. Mama G Gear, I'm so sorry. I meant to put your channel up right away, and I'm talking too much. And I really do appreciate that extra support. I really do. We're going to look at Mama G Gear's channel next. They actually dropped a super chat a while ago, and I usually put channels on the screen as soon as that happens, so forgive my delay. But Nordic Drip Coaching, like I said, has 1,730 subscribers. Hopefully we can push this creator a little bit farther towards the 1,800 that they're thinking about. So let's look at Mama G Gear now, and we'll see what they've got going on. We always got, getting a real job very soon, says the Stoner Gamer 420. I know a lot of people wish to be, let's say, full-time YouTubers and things like that. My opinion is that it takes a very long time. I don't imagine anybody could be truly comfortable being a full-time YouTuber until about 100,000 subscribers. Now that sounds like a lot from where most of us are right this minute, but it's absolutely possible. I believe certainly that any channel that wants to can get that far. The way I describe that here most often is to say anybody can have 10,000 subscribers. I truly believe that. If you decided not to quit before you started, all you have to do is keep putting out videos, preferably once a week, and you will eventually get there. 100,000 is just a different conversation because there are different fish to fry when we get over the fence of having 10,000. But 100,000 can take years, and we don't know what the world or YouTube is going to look like 2 or 3 years from now. That's the only reason why I say it can be a little more challenging. But if you absolutely want that, I absolutely think anybody can eventually get there because you learn and you improve along the way. But full-time, to get the income that's going to be required for most people to have a comfortable lifestyle without anything else, I believe takes that much. You need multiple streams of income. AdSense alone is not enough to cut it. You can consider memberships and super chats on your channel if you want to enable those when it comes time. As well as there's other things like merchandise, affiliate programs. You can possibly start selling other things as you build your channel and reputation as well. And it is part-time. YouTube, you know, if you eventually want to get to that point, YouTube really becomes a full-time job long before it pays as a full-time job. I can tell you that right now. Somebody like me does way more busy work than is necessary. I'm constantly in the analytics. I'm constantly doing things that are unnecessary just to try to tweak every little bit and maximize every single second. But it's absolutely not necessary. The biggest thing is putting out content. I'm always behind on my personal channel. Every other channel seems to be okay, but consistency definitely is key. And it can take a little while, but if you absolutely want to, then I believe anybody can get as far as they'd like. So Mama G Gear, thank you so much for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. 561 subscribers that they have right now, and hopefully we can push them a little bit closer to the 600 they're thinking about. Patrick Koskoka Art, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Yes, Bellatox SA. I don't know how many people here follow Robert Kiyosaki. That's an author that I've read most of their stuff and choose to believe most of what they say. And they will change that term. So a journey of 1,000,000 miles starts with one step, and they say a journey of 1,000,000 miles starts with a baby step. And that seems to be the way, at least around here. Willow's Creations, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. That's a longtime friend, somebody who's a very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. It's good to have you in the chat. Mama G Gear, I'm still getting to know as far as content, and I will take your latest video, add it into my catch-up list, make sure I stay caught up, but it's great to see you doing both a mix of long-form, short-form, and shorts videos as well. So hopefully you'll start getting some serious action on these. It's good to see this one here with over 600 views, and I hope you'll keep that up as well. Let's spin the wheel, and we'll see what's coming up next. Inspire So Many will be the next channel that we'll look at, and I am overdue for adding names to the wheel, so we'll do that in another second here. And Inspire So Many has 350 subscribers right now, so they are bringing us positivity in a religious way. I'm still getting to know this channel as well, but I'm going to take their latest video and I'm going to add it into my catch-up list, and again, that will just let me stay caught up and make sure I don't fall too far behind with your channel. And I did say I was going to add some more names to the wheel, so I'll do that right now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Did we look at Dine with Sonia today? I think that we did, and I'm not sure if they're still here. Please correct me if I'm mistaken. I think we looked at Dine with Sonia early in the live stream. They've been here the whole time. Bella Talks SA is coming up. I'm not sure if this is the first time we're looking at that channel. Forgive me if I'm mistaken about that as well. And Team Tyra will come up on the wheel. Homestead Family Reclaim will also be on there, and I'll get some more names as we need them. We did. Thank you, Hugo Homestead. Let's spin, and we'll get another channel up here. For those of you who haven't seen, thank you, the Stoner Gamer 420. For those of you who haven't seen how exactly the wheel works yet, I'm going to put Georgia Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team up here right now. And they got 559 subscribers. They're getting close to 600. They've got their community tab there. They post very frequently. And then thank you, Scratch and PPA. So what on earth did I just say I was going to do here? Oh, for the life of me, I was going to do something, and I can't remember what I was going to do. GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team is Georgia Girl. She does a lot of live streaming. A lot of live streaming. Phil's Creepy Videos, good to see you here. I was going to show you how the wheel works. That was it. Forgive me. So when you see that robot come through the chat dropping messages, Bottissimo, it usually welcomes brand new creators into the chat for the first time. It also does a great job of keeping statistics about how long everybody's here, and more so how active they are in the chat. So there's a leaderboard here, and what happens is it's an arbitrary calculation that they make based on the interactivity in the chat. When I need names for the wheel, I look over to the robot and put them up in some kind of an order, as you can expect. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat, and then Superchatters get added to the screen right away in order. Only once per stream, though. And that's how it works. So it's not just about how long you're here, but how active you are in the chat, how much you're talking to other people, really. So Georgia Girl, I have caught on a couple of live streams, but they mix up the videos. And your daughter's birthday happened the other day. Very cool. I'm just going to take this longer video here. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And you'll find that Georgia Girl is a very loyal and dedicated supporter. There's somebody who will encourage and allow people to connect in their live streams the same way that we do here. It's pure variety on that channel. Be inspired to teach. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Watch WX is another fellow Canadian, not from too far from me in Ontario, Canada. So thank you for coming in. Homestead Family Reclaim is coming up right now. We see this creator out supporting others regularly as well. Stella Sweet Cuisine, good to see you here. And forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. While we have an average of well over 100 channels that come through every Tuberchat live stream, it might be interesting to note that anywhere from 5% of the, and anywhere around 5% of those creators every single day are brand new here in Tuberchat. So there's always brand new faces to see and a lot of familiar faces to grow with as well. So Homestead Family Reclaim is mixing up a lot of shorts videos. I'm glad you're getting some action on those there. And then other videos, a lot of snow plowing, snow removal lately, which is interesting. I'm just going to see, I'm behind with you. I'm going to grab one of your videos. So you've got a new, you've got a live stream happening as well. Hopefully we'll see more of that in collaborations with other creators. Still getting to know their particular brand of content. Channel meetup, was it a nightmare? I'm going to add this video into my catch-up list, and that will help me get caught up and make sure I don't fall too far behind with your channel. But thank you again for being here. 327 subscribers for Homestead Family Reclaim, and hopefully we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 they're thinking about. It's almost time for me to get some more channels onto the wheel, so we'll do that in a second. And Team Tyra, I do miss a lot in the chat. Thank goodness for moderators, right? This is one of the reasons I put so much focus on moderators here. We don't have very many, but they are all very serious, and they all truly have my back as friends as well as moderators here. But it allows you, when you have moderators that can help in that way, allows you to focus on your stream. I don't have to remind everybody to, you know, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook and all that stuff. And you can set the robots up in your live streams as well, like Nightbot, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, or Botissimo, which is a paid service, to do some of the things that other moderators don't have to do as well. It is great if you are a moderator on a channel to welcome people into the chat if that's what the host wants. Seems to me most hosts will appreciate that. But I do have a robot set up, right? Botissimo will welcome brand new people into the chat just in case nobody happens to catch it. But things like follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, you can really relieve some of the pressure from your moderators by having the robots do that, so that they can enjoy the stream too. And hopefully they do. Hopefully your moderators are able to enjoy everything as much as everybody else while they keep everything rolling the way you want. Thank you so much, Michael's Adventures. They are here with us almost every single day, as often as they can be. They are a shining jewel in the Tuberchat family, one of the most supportive and generous creators that I have met in my almost 5 years on YouTube now. Michael's Adventures just has a work schedule that doesn't allow them to be here every day, but they always send their regards and make sure that we know that they're thinking about us and wish they could be here. So Bella Talks SA, I'm connecting with this channel for the first time. They're brand new here in Tuberchat. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so what I'm going to do is take this 10-minute video here, I'm going to add this into my watch later list, and after the live stream today, in the next 24 hours or so, I'll go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And pardon me there just for a quick second. So interesting to note, in the last 12 hours, I did set up my plan for the week, and I will be headed back to Ottawa. So after this live stream, I get a little bit of a break from YouTube live streaming. I've got family obligations today, and I do often say family is absolutely first. And so I will take care of that stuff. The voice will rest up and be ready for Tuesday. I am headed to our nation's capital of Ottawa to catch some of the world news that is happening right now on my personal channel. So I hope some of you will come over there and join me. It's a very different atmosphere than what we do here in Tuberchat. And this conversation can get quite heated and things like that. But I do try to keep it as clean as I possibly can, meaning the chat. But I'm going to be there again to point the camera at some action from Tuesday to Thursday by the look of it. So the voice will rest up. We'll be ready to go. House of X Entertainment Inc. is here. They have been with Tuberchat from the beginning. I've been connected to these both generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters and friends for over 2 years. This is It's Me, Wanston, Yes, Honey, and Yo, It's Your Boy Leo with a joint business channel. Divine Witch, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Oh, and then Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub. It's interesting. Yes, Toronto is the biggest city in Canada, largest by population and probably size as well. But Ottawa is actually our nation's capital. It's about 4 to 4.5 hours away from Toronto, about 6 hours away from where I am in Niagara Falls, Ontario. So, House of X Entertainment Inc. does a lot of focusing on other creators. They do a lot of interviews and promoting of other YouTubers. This is their third monetized channel. It's interesting to note, we saw VMAX show in the house. That was Vern's Junk Closet. I forgot to mention it, but Tuberchat is a member of Vern's Junk Closet and a member of House of X Entertainment Inc. And the biggest reasons why are because these creators, like I said, have been connected to me for over 2 years. They are inspirational in the creation of Tuberchat as to when I had said to them, I'm going to start another channel. I'm going to do a grow stream, but I'm going to focus on relationships and do it the way you do it. They said, don't compete with us and don't do what we're doing. They said, we'll help you build it. As a matter of fact, It's Me, Wanston, Yes, Honey, which I'll show you right now, was the very first creator to ever come into a Tuberchat live stream. And you see that 350 episodes later, they are still here with us. Growing their channel the right way and meeting new friends and family members. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos. I'll take this latest stream replay, not the 5-hour one, but the 1-hour one. They're fully monetized over here with memberships and super chats available as well. I just want to catch up with It's Me, Wanston, Yes, Honey. Let's get back to House of X. I'll show you Yo, It's Your Boy Leo as well. And we'll get some more names on the wheel. I'm overdue again. Yo, It's Your Boy Leo is a very much loved and well-respected creator as well. So these two together make up House of X Entertainment Inc. Fully monetized over there. I'm just going to take your latest video as well and put that in my catch-up list so I can get caught up and not fall too far behind. We've still got over a half an hour to go. I'm going to put as many channels on the screen as I can. It's time for me to get some names onto the wheel, so I'll spin. I'll get one more channel up, and before I do that, I will before I talk about the Stock Explorer, I'll get some names on the wheel. My personal channel is just my name, Kevin K, and thank you Scratch and PPA for mentioning that. The link will be dropped from my channel, I believe, every half hour or so here in the chat, but I'm very easy to find, so a simple search will pull that up right away. The Stock Explorer here with 634 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. They are growing rapidly because of their unbelievable support for other creators. Not only do they come to different premieres, live streams, and videos to support others, they always engage conversation. And that is a really big deal when it comes to building a reputation as a supporter and helping other creators with engagement. People take notice of this, and I think that is one of the things that draws people to the Stock Explorer, is knowing that they're so supportive, that they're growing rapidly, like I said. So let me see what I could do about adding some names to the wheel here. Happy Nwagi Remedies will come up. VR Josie. And Collecting Coins with Gianna. And then I'll check for another couple of creators. We'll add some more names as we go right now. We still got half an hour to go. The Stock Explorer is bringing us a down-to-earth and level-headed look at some of the things we might consider with both the stock market and cryptocurrencies. And they do this in a variety of all different types of videos, from tutorials to live streams to short-form videos and to shorts. And what you'll find about this particular creator, they're extremely engaging when it comes to being in other people's chats, and then as well in their own live streams and videos. They are a dynamic host and creator, and very down-to-earth, level-headed with everything that they talk about. They don't specifically usually say, hey, I'm giving you like a buy signal, you should buy this. More often what they do is they become very forthcoming about their own positions and portfolio. They let you know the things they're considering or the things that they're doing, so that you can take that information and make the best decision for yourself. I'm grateful to have these financial channels here so that we can maximize the impact of the income that will come from monetization, which I know is on a lot of people's radars. What we find here as well is that this creator will often have products in hand while they are talking about the stocks and the things that they expect to happen in both the short and long term. So I'm absolutely a fan of this channel, and I'm sure you will be too after you connect with them. But the Stock Explorer is an incredibly supportive creator as well, and I've had a great time getting to know them. I hope to someday collaborate with them in some way, shape, or form. I hope I'm pronouncing this right if I say Chalte, and forgive me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if you'd like to, and I'd love to feature you the right way when you're here. But thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Happy Nwagi Remedies is coming up right now. They are bringing us home remedies for different things that we might consider so we can keep ourselves healthy and happy. I'm still getting to know their content, but they're bringing us a lot of shorts videos, and then they bring us a variety in long and short form videos here. I'm just going to take their latest video, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list so I can continue to learn their content and stay caught up. We don't have a sub count on this channel right now, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards their next milestone, whatever that might be. We always want to do as much as we can to push each other along. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether you're working on your first 5 subscribers or 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 or 1,000 or even more. And thank you, everybody, for the positivity in the chat. I really do appreciate that. And we will start to move a little bit faster. Again, I want to get as many channels on the screen as we can in the next 25 minutes or so. What I will do when we're done today is leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes so that you can continue connecting with other creators. And I will look for somebody to raid in the next 15 minutes so that we can continue to connect and meet more friends and family members afterwards. So Let me see what I can do in our chat about adding some names to the wheel. Be Inspired to Teach can come up. Happylistic Kitchen is here. Not sure if I welcomed you earlier, and forgive me. We were on 12 hours ago, and I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it. But Happylistic Kitchen will come up on the wheel with Be Inspired to Teach, and Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub, and Team Goodman. I'll add some more names as we need them. And hopefully everybody's enjoyed meeting new friends and family members. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I'm hoping everybody is always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Here comes Mrs. VSNC09. This is a creator that's now bringing us pure variety, but what you'll find more than anything else, and what I noticed in the beginning while following this creator, is a lot of royal family coverage. And I know there's been some news this week, so hopefully everybody will rely on Mrs. VSNC09 for that. But they always have engaging conversation in their chats, and it really is pure variety. Mortgage with Me, I don't think we looked at your channel today. So I've got you on the wheel. Mrs. VSNC09 happens to be a member, so we had put them on the wheel as soon as they got here today. We do that for all members. And with 1,880 subscribers, I'd love to push this creator a little bit farther towards the 1,900 they're thinking about. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them when we get there. And you will find a lot of variety mixed in with the other content here, including random live streams. So I hope you'll join them. And you will find that they are a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. This is another creator. Mrs. VSNC09, nice person regardless of what... I don't care what anybody says. You're all right. They are one of these creators who I describe as being everywhere all the time. When you bounce in between premieres and live streams supporting other creators yourself, you will likely run into them frequently. Stella's Sweet Cuisine, I haven't put you on the wheel yet. Let's get you on there now. And Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub is here with 475 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, get them rolling towards that 500 so that they can get that community tab happening. We're going to add them into our catch-up list, your latest video. I just don't want to fall too far behind. That will make sure that I can catch up with you. Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub brings us train videos, and I'm going to show you their second channel. Lincolnshire LC and TC automated announcements. 17 subscribers here. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, get them maybe even up to the 20 that they're thinking about right now. YouTube's really playing games with the viewer numbers here, because when I go into the chat to see who's still here, I think there's a lot more people watching than I think there are from the chat participant list. It seems. But we've got Hugo Homestead on the wheel now. I'm going to get through as many channels as we can in the next 20 minutes or so. And I forgot to take them off the wheel. I must have put Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub on the wheel twice, actually. But let's spin again. We'll see who's coming up. And that's a close one, but Hugo Homestead, there you go. As soon as I put you on the wheel, you came up. I know it took a long time today. The wheel is open to everybody, of course. And in the case of memberships and super chats, we just speed things along. But I know it can take a long time to get on the wheel and the screen, but as long as you're meeting new friends and family members while you're here, that's really what we're here for. I just put channels on the screen so that we have something to talk about for 2 hours to 2.5 hours while we're here. Huga Homestead has 229 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. They are bringing us a mix of different videos and shorts here as well. I'm still getting to know their content, but I'm going to take this video because this looks like a perfect video for me to watch. What the heck is Huga? I'm going to add this into my catch-up list right now, and that will allow me to have a look at that, and then I'll get an idea of what's going on. Swole Beast, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. For anybody that is fairly new to Tuberchat, if you've only been here a few times before, the best success here is found in supporting other creators, knowing that they will turn around and do the same thing to you. Most of the people who've been to Tuberchat many times before will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat, with good reason, because they want to make a judgment call based on the things that you say in the chat to determine whether you might be a supportive creator before they will connect with you. But thank you for coming back in. Anybody that is brand new or has only been here a couple times. We're looking at Huga Homestead right now. Let's spin the wheel. My voice, I think, is at its end for today. Stell's Sweet Cuisine is coming up right now, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. Huga is a Danish concept of cozy, peaceful, happy home. Very, very cool. I'm looking forward to watching that 10-minute video that gives us a better overview and to see exactly what you've got going on. Like I said, when I familiarize myself with each creator's content more and more over time, you will hear the stories from me get better. I'll be able to present your channel to everyone better every time that you're here. Stell's Sweet Cuisine brings us delicious looking content, and I can see I'm far behind with you. So it's great to have you back in the chat for today, but let me take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. Again, that will let me be caught up and make sure I don't fall too far behind with your content. Stell's Sweet Cuisine has been a longtime friend of Tuberchat. They're here with us frequently, so hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. One of the things I talk about with these cooking channels is I really like the real-world look that we get at a lot of the things that people are making in their homes around the world in different places for themselves, for their families, for their friends, because it's so much different than television. Because even when you have television shows that have, not that you need me to tell you this, this is just the way that I see it, but when you watch television shows, even when they have amateur cooks or they do those home cook challenges and competitions and things like that, they still have unlimited ingredients in most cases, or the world's best equipment in the kitchen to be using, and unlimited utensils and different tools that they need and things like that. So I love the real world look at what we get to see from these channels for the things they're really making. A lot of different dishes that I've never seen before, both whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, snacks, and different things like this. So I hope you enjoy it too. But Stell's Sweet Cuisine has been a loyal and dedicated supporter for a long time as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Freehandly Made AU, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Mortgage with Me is coming up on the screen right now, and I will get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. It's just about time for me to look for what we're going to do in the next 20 minutes. Mortgage with Me is another financial channel that is bringing us financial challenges as well as information so that we can make the most of our money. And when it comes to the idea of monetizing either our YouTube channels or the businesses that we either already have or are going to build from those channels, it would be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of the income that's going to come in. Wouldn't it be great if that could happen after all of life's basic needs and wants are taken care of? So, I'm just looking at something in the background here, and Mortgage with Me, I'm going to take your IKEA video. You know, to this day, when IKEA Catalog Day comes and the IKEA catalog shows up, I still am excited. You could go on their website and see everything at any time, but for some reason, the IKEA catalog is always something I get excited to see. I'm going to take that video, add it into my catch-up list so I can get caught up and not fall too far behind. And VR Josie is coming up next. This is a creator who found us originally from Instagram. That's an example of how using the outside social networks to promote your YouTube channel can draw in outside traffic and eventually friends and family members for your channel. VR Josie has 56 subscribers right now. They could bring us gameplay on this video. They're already halfway on the road to the first 100. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And A Slice of Sam, thank you for coming in. It's always good to see you here. That's another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I think it's Josie Rain. If I put this up, VR, by the way, and VR Josie stands for very rare. They have a gaming team, and Josie Rain is the second channel from this creator with 40 subscribers over here. I'm just going to take one of your videos here from a few months ago. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list so I can get to know this content a little bit better as well. And we'll spin the wheel and see who's coming up next. Aggie Taurus, thank you for coming in. I think we've seen that channel before, and forgive me if I'm mistaken, but hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. Hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members today here in Tuberchat. Team Goodman is coming up. This is a dynamic couple of creators, and they are here with us frequently in Tuberchat. They're extremely supportive to a lot of other creators. You'll run into them frequently while you're out supporting others yourself. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships, of course. And they do a mix of videos and live streams. They post just about every single day. We don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We know they're well over 1,000 because they're monetized. We just want to do everything we can to push each other along regardless of our sub counts. But Team Goodman will often come in. You will see them often say things like here till the end. They are unbelievably supportive, and they really do support every minute that they can. They've been long time friends of Tuberchat. I've actually lost track of how long it's been. They bring shorts videos in amongst their long form, short form videos and live streams. And I'm just going to take your latest 48-minute video here, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list, but I've set my reminder for that premiere. Hopefully I can catch that. I've had quite a week, so I've fallen behind with a few creators, but this, what I've been doing shouldn't last too long. I'm hoping to get back into my regular scheduled action very soon and stay caught up with everybody a little bit better. If you're willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I've got A Slice of Sam and Freehandly Made AU on the wheel now. And I'm just looking at something in another window here. So let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here on the screen. And then, thank you, Be Inspired to Teach. I really do appreciate the positivity in the chat. As long as everybody's having a good time meeting each other, then everybody will be just fine. And myself included, of course. Tuberchat continues to grow. We're on episode number 350 now. We've been here just over a year and a half. And we've got a long way to go. So I appreciate everybody being here every moment that you can. I'm still getting to know the content on Be Inspired to Teach, but it's obvious we're going to learn on this channel as much as be entertained and inspired. So let's take your latest video, add this into my catch-up list, and that will allow me to get caught up with your content, make sure I don't fall too far behind, and get to know your channel a little bit better. This is one of the reasons why I like putting channels on the screen while we're here, is so that over time I get to know the channels better, and hopefully I get to know the creators behind the channel so I can promote you better every time you're here as well. So we're moving pretty quickly now, but we'll spin the wheel. Makeup Mom and Son, good to see you in the house. She happens to be a moderator and a gold member, so we will see her link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Happylistic Kitchen is coming up right now. Happylistic Kitchen has 101 subscribers, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. This is a creator who obviously brings us a bit of energy and a lot of happiness in between the delicious looking content that they're putting out on their channel as well. I'm still getting to know them as they're fairly new to the Tuberchat community. And I'm just getting Makeup Mom and Son onto the wheel. Members always get added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Happylistic Kitchen is also bringing us shorts. Now, when we get to a milestone like 100 here, they've passed it with 101 subscribers. We'd love to get them a few extra subscribers just to make sure that if YouTube plays games with their numbers in the next couple of days, that they don't slip back below that milestone. And be inspired to teach. My pleasure having your channel up. We're moving pretty quickly now because we're going to get down to the last few channels that we're going to look at pretty soon. Freehandly Made AU is coming up right now. I caught them on a live stream just, it wasn't last week, it must have been the week before. Time is flying for me unbelievably this week, but Freehandly Made AU has a lot of familiar faces in their featured channels there. They've got 1,100 subscribers now. They've actually got it locked in with about 1,110 or so. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that they'll be thinking about. I'm just going to take your latest video and add it into my catch-up list to make sure I don't fall too far behind. I can stay caught up with your content. Makeup Mom and Son's at work right now, so that's okay. I was just looking for somebody to rate. I'll keep looking. I don't need don't anybody else worry about that. I'll figure out where we're gonna go after. I've got somebody we can rate if we want to. And what that will allow is for everybody to continue connecting with more creators. And I'm going to leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes when we are finished in another 10 minutes from now, so that we can continue connecting with other creators and clean up our connections here. So we're looking at Freehandly Made AU, like I said, and you will find a lot of crafting videos here more than anything else. It's nice to see that you've got a YouTube fam friend mail video there, a couple of them actually already. I'm still getting to know all of the content on this channel as well, as there's a bit of variety here. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If there's anybody still watching or listening that hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen, just say anything at all in the chat. I'll make sure we get you on, and it looks like we might actually be able to get to every channel before we go, but I do have to step on it because I have to cut the stream in another 10 minutes. A Slice of Sam is a family man. This is somebody who brings us pure variety on their channel. You will often find videos done with their family and friends. I'm going to take your latest video, though. Health is our greatest wealth, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. And I just want to make sure I don't fall too far behind with your content. I stay caught up with you. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with this creator. They are a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I'm just looking at something in another window again. A Slice of Sam happens to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Like I said, they're doing a lot of live streams here. It's good to see that they've started with shorts and got just a great number of views here with 3,800 views on one short, which is fantastic. So I hope you'll keep that up and experiment with more of those. And then Team Tyra... as time goes on, everybody becomes more confident with their YouTube channels, whether it is live streaming or with videos and things like that. There's lots of different things you can do and inspiration to be taken from others. When it comes to the idea of live streaming, I know not everybody can be comfortable just hopping in front of a camera and things like that. We hear creators talk about being nervous. Not everybody, but some, and it's understandable. Even I've been on microphones and in front of cameras zillion times, and even in the past I've done this kind of thing, and I still sometimes get nervous. When I used to work as a DJ for many years. It's been a long time now, but when I did, sometimes, as excited as I was and as much as I loved the job and everything else, I would walk in and I would look at my watch and I would say, okay, no matter what, I will be out of here and in bed in 5 hours. You know what I mean? And that just kind of relieves a little bit of the pressure, but everybody gets nervous at different points and things like that. But live streaming is really no big deal. Once you've done it a couple of times, you've got the hang of it already. It's easy stuff. 2,700 views on this short, which is great. So I hope you keep those up as well. I'm still getting to know... I'm still getting to know. Team Tyra is here for the first time, so it's going to take me some time to get to know this creator. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your Squid Game real life video here. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat now and have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm just going to drop a link here. We're going to go and see Rose Kitchen and Vlogs. It looks like they might be on for a little while. They've been on for about half an hour so far. Collecting Coins with Gianna has 193 subscribers. This is a fairly new connection to Tuberchat, so I'm still getting to know their content as well. But 193 subscribers right now puts them very close to 200. I'm hoping we can get them a little bit closer today. With the link that I'm going to drop in the chat here, I hope everybody will say Tuberchat Raid when you get there. I'll pin this link as well. Just let Rose Kitchen and Vlog know that we're coming over from here. And everybody should be able to continue connecting with other creators. She's doing a baking live stream right now where she is baking what I believe are red velvet cookies. So I hope everybody will enjoy that. I'll come over there as well. We'll support that creator. They are a loyal and dedicated supporter here in Tuberchat. Dow Jones Industrial Average video for the last 42 years. I'm going to take this and add this video into my catch-up list. I'm interested to see what you have to say about that there. And Collecting Coins with Gianna seems to be another financial channel that's going to talk about finances with us, which is great stuff. So Makeup Mom and Son is going to be up next. Let's spin the wheel just for fun. Beauty Imani just walked in the door. Thank you for being here. We have just enough time to look at that channel. I've pinned the link for the raid that we're going to. I hope everybody will follow that. Say Tuberchat raid when you get there. Just be mindful. She might have other viewers that aren't necessarily understanding of what we're doing here connecting. So my advice is to start a conversation before connecting. Makeup Mom and Son is a very much loved and well-respected creator. She's here both as a member and moderator. She's a gold member, so we see her slide at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And we see her link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. She does a variety of videos on her channel, from unboxings, tutorials, giveaways, live streams. Some are random, some have guests, and she's got a series of videos now that features other creators and interviews. Next up is Hilda DC and the How To Lady, both from the Tuberchat family. We've seen Uniquely Lavish many times before as well, and we'll be introduced to a new creator, Texas Tatty, who we haven't been introduced to yet. Makeup Mom and Son has been doing this series for a while. I've been honored to be a part of it. She is constantly thinking of ways to bring new content to her audience to mix in the variety, which is really, really cool. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships. And when we say Makeup Mom and Son, here is the channel that she set up for her son. And I'm hoping we can encourage this young creator to get some more video content out by giving them a few more subscribers. They've got 25 right now. We'd love to push them a little bit closer to the 30 that Caden is likely thinking about. And Chris's Clever Craft, forgive me, I did not show your other two channels when I had you up here. Chris's Clever Craft is actually expanded into 3 now. We're going to look at Beauty Imani. This will be the last channel that we look at for today. And Chris's Clever Craft, I'll try to make that up to you the next time that we're on. That will be Friday. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And Makeup Mom and Son says yes, they're working on some new videos. And Beauty Imani is coming up. This is another fairly new entrant into the Tuberchat family. I'm still getting to know their content. They're mixing up some shorts here, which is really cool. And I'm going to take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list so I can get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind, and get to know your content a little bit better. So I hope everybody will hit that link that I dropped here. I've also pinned it. I'll drop it one more time. Head over to Rose Kitchen and Vlogs. Say Tuberchat raid when you get there. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up on the way out. More importantly, give her a thumbs up on the way in. She is baking right now. It'll be cool to see, and some of our Tuberchat family are already over there. I'll join as well. And thank you everybody for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment that you spend here in Tuberchat. We will see everybody again very soon. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.